everybody. Welcome to another Friday. We have rather light attendance today, and the way I'm interpreting it is that people already know Medicare Center and maybe some of the other software resources that we have, or they're just not that interested in technology, and I just can't figure that out. Today we are going to have a presentation by our colleague Morgan, and she's got sort of two goals here. One is to show you how easy it is to use the software technology, what it can do for you, what some of the resources are, and to show you also how available the training is. So it does come from Integrity, which is one of the one of the 800-pound gorillas in the marketplace. We are all in the downline of Integrity, so that means that all of you have access to this software. And so Morgan, take it away.
Okay. So today, you can all hear me, right?
Yes.
Good? Okay. So first, we'll just start off with, on the screen already, I put Medicare Center, and that's just medicarecenter.com. So, or you can do integrity.com/Medicare Center. Both ways will get you to Medicare Center, but this is basically what it looks like when you are just trying to first log in. You go up into this corner over here, and you click on the login button, and up in the upper right hand corner.
So Morgan, we cannot see your cursor. Are you expecting us to see your cursor?
I just realized that you can't. Can you see it now?
I can, yes.
Okay, cool. Okay, so up in the upper right hand corner is the login button. And if you can't see my screen very well, by the way, there's an option to make your screen bigger. So you can click on there's a little zoom button on your screen to make it bigger if you need to see it. Anyways, so we'll go into this upper right-hand corner and click on the button that says login, and I'll take you to the screen, and it should open up this page. And this page, if you have not created an account yet, it's really easy. You just go down here and you click don't have an account, and you click on register. And from here, you'll just put in your information, and then you click submit. If you already have an account, you'll click on the login button in the right-hand corner, and then you'll just put in your NPN and you put in your password, which I need to remember what that is. I'll look at it and I'll show you in just a second. But basically, that's what you need to do in order to log in. So what we're going to do today is kind of do a little bit of, we're just going to kind of watch a training that Integrity offers. So it's a really helpful training that, I forget her name again. I just asked Nancy and I already forgot.
Oh, Anna Patrick.
Anna Patrick. Okay, thank you. That Anna Patrick does, and she does a lot of trainings, and I've been on quite a few of them, and they're all very helpful, very in-depth. So today we're just going to kind of go through through one of her trainings and just kind of see what Integrity offers and what kind of things that we have available to us and that we have or we can use for our clients and for our business. So just to start off, this is Integrity. This is kind of why we chose to work with Integrity, and kind of one of the some of the helpful things that we have available to us with moving to Integrity. And so here I will play this for you so we can just start. At the end of this, I'll kind of go through again on how to create an account and how to open up Medicare Center if you need help with that. So just let me know. But as of right now, we'll just kind of start this training and we'll go from there. If you have any questions, feel free to jump in. You can raise your hand, or you can put it in the chat box, or you can just talk. I'll work. Bob just raised his hand.
Hey, Morgan.
Yes.
The screen prayer, if they're trying to get into that they fill out the information. How long does it take for it to go active?
So what you do is you need to they'll have you verify with your email. So it'll go to your email that you put inside of the registration box, and it'll go to your email, and you just need to verify it. And once you verify it, it should work. Occasionally it hasn't. Sometimes there are little glitches here and there. So if it doesn't, feel free to let us know. But it usually, like, it should just, once you verify it, it should be good to go. And then you should be able to log into your account after that.
Great, thank you.
Okay, so if there are no other questions, we're going to start this little video. And then, like I said, if you have any questions, feel free to pop in any way, and we can stop it and pause it for a sec.
Level overview of why you're going to want to really depend on integrity all year round. Remember, you want to run your business effectively while serving your clients. And in order for you to do that, you need to have a system where you can manage your clients and your leads in one spot. Being able to go from a client profile right into a quote and an enrollment, streamlining that process so you're not hopping around on multiple different websites, different internet browsers, different guides, different applications laid out across your desk. You want to simplify that, and you want to have that client outreach and that relationship building. So many of you said you want to provide a better experience, and your technology solution should be powerful and work seamlessly together. So again, look no further than our Integrity Technology Suite, which we're going to be walking through here fully in depth for you. So I think it's really also important, before we dive into this, if you are fully embracing the technology and using all the components of it, agents that are utilizing our systems are submitting 63% more apps. So if you think about that, just the incentive to utilizing these platforms, you will do more business. And there are key things in our technology that I'm going to highlight here for you today that is driving that needle forward. So we're not just a CRM, a quoting and enrollment tool. We have built in really comprehensive tools into the system to help you sell more and to help you sell effectively and better manage your clients. And that's nothing any other platform I have seen in this industry can do for our agents. So just keep that in mind as we start reviewing our different tools that we have available to you. So here are our 4 tools that we're really covering here today. And I'm going to walk you through how all of these tools are synced together at a high level. So just keep in mind, if you will hear me utilize the term Medicare Center, Life Center, this is going to be your Integrity for Agents platform that I'm going to be referring to in today's training. This is your CRM that you sign into to manage your contacts. So just keep in mind, if I say the term Medicare Center, Life Center, even Integrity for Agents, this is your CRM component or your tool. Also the platform where you quote and do your e-apps at. Lead Center, this is going to be your single source for receiving compliant real-time leads. So a lot of you that said you wanted to grow your business, you were going to grow your business utilizing Lead Center, especially if you're interested in getting into additional product lines. It's a compliant way for you to grow your business. And I know we have a lot of agents that are very concerned about the compliant piece, but keep in mind, compliant is also in our Medicare Center and our Life Center platforms, as we'll get to here. Plan Enroll. This is our consumer facing platform where we are connecting consumers with Medicare and final expense information, whether that's through an agent or through our different lead opportunities that we have through Plan Enroll. And then we have Ask Integrity, an AI-powered solution to really help you build and enhance client relationships. I'm going to show you one feature here today that has just been an incredible way for agents to really show their clients how much you care and value the plans that you are enrolling them in for their Medicare Advantage, and just making sure they have the right plan. It's really powerful what I'm going to be showing you here today. But I want to walk you through a little of an example on how all of these platforms will work together for you. And this might start kind of blowing your mind just a little bit, because I know the first time I understood this completely, I was like, that is incredible. So you are an agent that sets up a lead campaign to receive real-time call leads on our national planenroll.com website. When you receive that lead is automatically transferred into your Integrity for Agents contact management system. That call that you have for that individual is also being recorded and stored within that platform, and Ask Integrity is going to be able to summarize and transcribe that call for you. So I just listed one scenario that we were able to incorporate every single platform that we have. That is the seamless process that you're going to see here today. So hopefully that was all. How cool is all of that? So let's just give you high-level overview of what each item does, and then we'll go into the actual agent experience for you so you can see how these are going to work together to help you submit more apps. To be part of that 63% stat. I want all of you to be part of that stat.
Hello?
Hey,
Quick
Jean.
question on the importing of stuff. Is that only importing from something that Integrity monitors and engages in, or can you import from external sources where leads come in?
That is a good question. I
can
think
that.
Oh.
I can answer that. You
Mhm.
can actually, you can upload a spreadsheet. If you have like a list of your leads, you can upload them in there. If you have the format in the correct way, which makes it nice. And then you can also use that Zap, I think it's Zapier, or if you have like other lead sources that you use that come in, you can actually have them come all to the lead center and track them all that way, which is nice.
So specifically for live inbound leads, can those come in or no?
With the lot, I've only used the Medicare. I haven't used the life, but if you use Zapier, Zapier will let you take leads over. I can check real quick and see if you can upload that lead list. I'm sure.
Inbound calls.
Yeah, with the inbound, they call the number that you have set up on there. Through the other lead source, you can set it up if that's what you're doing with another lead source. But the life, I wouldn't know on the life because I haven't set up the life yet.
Okay, thank you.
Well, it's always good to hear your expertise. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yes, thank you. And then also, just so you guys know, if you do have clients that you already have in a list or in an Excel spreadsheet or any kind of, spreadsheet of any kind, and you want help importing them into Medicare Center, we are happy to help with that. So if you would like to get started, you haven't yet, and you're kind of not sure how to do it, there are a couple little specifics of what you need to do. So anyway, if that is something that you would need help with or would like help with, please let us know.
So Integrity for Agents, this is going to be your client management system, your task management system, even your policy management system. So instead of having to go to multiple carrier websites to see all of your clients' policies and all of their contact information and your notes and your activities, you are now going to see all of that on one client profile. You're also going to be able to store that call recording that you had with them. Maybe this is your sales call, maybe this is a lead call. Any calls that you have with an individual can be recorded and stored compliantly in our system, and Ask Integrity will summarize that call for you. Your scope of appointments, being able to have those also stored within the client profile and tracking your scope of appointments with that 48-hour rule. Now, I know I have life and I have health agents on today's training, and some of you are saying, wait a second, what's the scope of appointment? So only Medicare Advantage prescription drug plans do you need that scope of appointment. So if you're only life, don't worry about that scope. Quote and being able to go from a client profile right into a quote, doing some initial underwriting for you on your final expense. That way we are showing you the best plans possible and really taking a look at your client's health conditions that you're in the system, and then going right into an application. And just keep in mind, all of your data is going to be securely stored and protected. You own your own data as the agent. So I always want to make sure that you guys are all aware of that your data is secure and you own it. Lead Center, this is going to be your single source for lead generation. So many of you said that your goal was to grow your client base. So this is an incredible opportunity. There are so many different type of leads available to you in the system, no matter what type of agent you are, no matter your experience with leads. You can receive leads that we already have in the system for you to instantly start working. You can set up real-time call and data campaigns to be connected with consumers in real time as they are raising their hand, saying they want to talk to a licensed insurance agent. You can send direct mail campaigns from the system. So we already have the postcards, the business reply cards already created for you. And you just tell us where you want those sent to, the income level, as well as age, and we will print them, mail them, they're in inboxes in 10 days. So no matter where you are at in your leads and your comfort level, there is a lead type for you. I guarantee that. Just really trying to pinpoint where you want these leads to. And your volume. We make it really easy for you to set your volume as well as your budget in the system. And then here's where that connectivity comes. Any leads that you purchase in Lead Center automatically transfer over into your CRM. So you can instantly start working them. All of their contact information transfers. You can launch an email. You can start a call recording. There's no additional steps that you have to take once you purchase that lead, except connecting with that consumer. And I think something that's really powerful and new to our Lead Center platform is that capability to have that lead call that you have recorded and stored on the system for you. So you can add notes to it. You can listen to that call. You can get better. And then Ask Integrity is going to be able to summarize that call and give you your next steps, making sure that you are following up and you are providing a good client experience because we can remind you of that. What you said you were going to do on that call, Ask Integrity is going to remind you. So just an incredible lead opportunity for you all. If you have not been inside our Lead Center platform, if you are utilizing the Medicare Center Life Center, you already have access to this platform for you to start purchasing leads. And then Plan Enroll. I think this is an incredible opportunity. We really talk about meeting clients where they are at, whether they want to do their own shopping, whether they want to sit down with you one-on-one. Our Plan Enroll website really gives your clients and consumers a straightforward experience. It allows them to learn more about Medicare or final expense and gives them opportunity to connect with you. On this, we have fully compliant material that you as agents can use in your own marketing. So you can market your own personalized agent website. You can utilize the content on there, whether you are in meetings, marketing, those get to know you client calls. You can utilize content on here. And when you attend our Plan Enroll training, I will give you so many ideas on how you can really use your own branded site to grow your business and to market yourself compliantly online. We also have our direct-to-consumer website, planenroll.com. And this was part of my scenario in the very beginning, is because we are actively driving consumers to our national Plan Enroll website. So if you want to get leads from our site, all you have to do is set up a Lead Center Plan Enroll campaign to start receiving leads. And then those leads will start trickling into your CRM for you. So it's another powerful way, not only for you to have a straightforward shopping experience, or maybe your clients do want to do their own shopping, their own quotes, or their own enrollments, or you want to start linking profiles together, which we call our profile linking. Incredible ways to really meet your clients where they want to be, especially if you're a Medicare Advantage agent in the thick of AEP ever. Your Plan Enroll personalized agent website is going to help you dramatically during AEP. I promise you that. It was so exciting to see how agents utilize that last AEP. Incredible. Ask Integrity. This is our last tech platform to highlight here. Ask Integrity, I think, excuse me, our marketing department did an incredible job naming this, because AI, Ask Integrity, it is your AI-powered digital assistant, and it is with you wherever you are. So if you have not downloaded the Integrity for Agents mobile app, get out your phones. You have my permission. Make sure that you have this downloaded, because Ask Integrity is going to be with you to provide you a client summary before your client meeting, really summarizing the information that you have into the CRM system. It is also going to be able to provide you specialist recommendations. So this is a very powerful piece to making sure that you have a full client profile and you are setting your client up for success. We're going to be talking about this a lot, because I feel like this is key that a lot of agents miss, and then they see it and they think it's so powerful, and it really is. It provides that better client experience, making sure that you have a complete profile with them, even if their health ends up changing down the road with their specialist. And then your call summaries, just being able to transcribe, to summarize a call for you, whether that is a lead call or a current client call. It has some incredible features built into it. So lots of stuff to really see, but just keep in mind, these platforms, they will work together to really help you serve, manage your clients, and grow your business and be more effective at it, okay? So we're gonna now kind of see how the platform works together. We're gonna dive into it here. One thing I always like to highlight here for you is, especially if you are new, how do you access our platforms? So you can always go to integrity.com. We recently acquired that domain, integrity.com, and there's a sign in button in the upper right hand corner that you can sign in or register for an account if you have not registered for one already. So I'm going to go ahead and switch my screens here. I am going to get into our live demo of the tool. I feel like it's very powerful for you to see how these platforms work together in a live demo and not just read off my PowerPoint slides here. So I have our Integrity website up here, integrity.com. You can see that login button in the upper right hand corner. So you can go ahead and click login. Now, if you are completely new to the platform, you can go ahead and register for an account. Your national producer number does have to be in our system. So if you go to register and your NPN is not in the system, make sure that you reach out to your Integrity upline so you are able to access the platform. And then you can go ahead and sign in. Now, your sign in for your Integrity contact management system is going to be the exact same as your Lead Center login. So if you previously had a Lead Center account and just kind of new to the CRM quoting and enrollment platform, you can use your same national producer number and password. This same national producer number and password is also used to sign into your mobile app. So we make it easy. Same NPN, same platform, same password across platforms. So I'm signed into my dashboard page. And again, I'm going to highlight just some unique features of this particular tool to really show you the seamless integration on all of the systems. Again, very high level. So what I'm going to encourage you all to do after today's training is make sure that you head to our Learning Center. And within our Learning Center, we do have some incredible guides for you to really follow through and answer any additional questions that you have on.
Just a little insert to this. So this training is where is one of the trainings that you would find on in the Learning Center. So just a PS that this is one that is, you know, going to be super helpful to you. So if you have any questions on it, please let us know. We also have on our Stonehill Medicare website, we have short clips of some of the helpful tools that you can, or helpful things on Medicare Center, and, you know, helpful little videos that show you how to do things, which are not quite an hour-long video. So if you're kind of wanting a little bit of a shorter video, those are also available to you.
The systems. There's this great new user guide that has walked through so many different components on how to get your contacts added, how the flow of your contacts, quoting, enrollments all happen. So this is a great way for you to start. I am also going to highly encourage you to continue joining me in the entire month of March. We do have a very full webinar schedule. I know many of you did receive our webinar invite. So we really break down our trainings for you to get you comfortable on each feature. So we really break down the system from a contact and policy webinar to just MA quoting and enrollments, to just final expense quoting and enrollments, to lead center, to real-time campaigns, to plan enroll. So we really break down each feature so we can spend more time walking you through it, because just watching today's webinar is not going to give you the right information you need to be successful. So continue on that journey with me. I'm always going to be here live with you, able to answer any questions that you have during these trainings as well. If I scroll down, we do have guides by topic. So I know a lot of agents may want to know what carriers are supported on our platform, or how the call recording ends up working. All of that is documented here within our guide. So please make sure that you reference those if you have any questions. Secondly, I just want to give a shout out to our incredible support team. This is an incredible group of individuals, and they're normally with me on my live trainings as well, answering questions. But if you have any questions or need support, just keep in mind we are here to help you be successful and to answer your questions. I do know that all of your integrity uplines are very well knowledgeable on the platforms as well, so feel free to utilize them as a resource. I mentioned to you all the integration that we have with our.
I just want to also say that if you do have any issues at all with using Medicare Center or with any of the integrity platforms, you are also welcome to contact us and we can help you out in any way.
Lead Center platform. So you can always quickly access Lead Center here just by clicking on that Lead Center right underneath your name. I also want to reference the CSG app. CSG is also an integrity company, and we also do trainings on the CSG platform and really how to use CSG alongside the integrity technology suite. We do have a webinar tomorrow about that, but your CSG is really going to be for your Medicare supplement quotes, your ancillary quoting, and your Medicare market intel. There's a lot of great features that you can use together with integrity to really help you grow your business and find the markets and the opportunities that you want to grow and expand to. So we cover that tool separately. So just kind of keep that in mind. I am not covering Medicare app or Medicare link in today's training. Those are separate platforms outside of our integrity suite that some agents previously had access to, that we at least want to provide agents an opportunity to visit those platforms if they choose to. But we are encouraging all of our agents to fully embrace the integrity technology suite because the things that we are doing in this platform are going to help you better serve your clients, manage your business, grow your sales, be more effective. All of those goals that I listed out in the very beginning, this technology is going to be able to help you do. So let's kind of highlight a couple of those things first and foremost. I think what's really great about the platform is you may have a lot of clients, you may have a lot of leads, you may have clients that you're currently engaged with that maybe not have a policy with you yet. You can always track your clients easily here with our client snapshot. So you can easily go in and see who are my new clients. Maybe these are new leads that just got transferred into my system. Who are my clients that actually have policies with me, or clients that I have retained, meaning that their policy has renewed or they have multiple policies with me. So we can easily track and go into a particular book of our business right here. We can also see all of our policies. So the policies that we are submitting on the system for Medicare Advantage and final expense will start trickling into your policy snapshot. Now, I would recommend attending our trainings on policy management just because there are some unique things about having to be contracted through an integrity upline for your policies to come through, being that agent of record. But we are going to start funneling all of your policies that you are submitting on our system, as well as some carrier carrier websites as well. That way, not only can you see your clients and your CRM and your notes, but you also see that particular policy and you can quickly view the benefits of those policies. We really track it through that entire process, from it being applied to issue, maybe denied. Unlinked means that we were able to pull those policies in from the carrier, but we haven't linked it to a particular contact yet in your system. Your task list is going to be a great way for you to see any leads that you have gotten through your Plan Enroll campaign. So these are leads that you would have set up within the Plan Enroll site. Being able to view all of your upcoming reminders to see exactly, staying organized, what tasks do I have to go through. Any of your unlinked calls. So these could be your real-time lead calls from Lead Center. These could be calls that somebody has called into your phone number, your call recording phone number. Those are always linked and stored here, as well as your scope of appointments. So one thing that we feel very strongly about here at Integrity is making sure that our agents are not only selling, but they're selling compliantly. And we have built into our technology ways to ensure that you are selling compliantly. And one of those is being able to track with that 48-hour waiting period. So my Medicare Advantage, my prescription drug agents, this is going to be a feature that you will heavily want to be able to track your scope. So the system is going to be able to do that here for you. And then at the very bottom, just being able to see all of your recent activity, what you have done with a contact showing there. And then, of course, we cannot miss our eye down here at the bottom. So as I hover over that Integrity eye, you can see it illuminates our Ask Integrity. So this is a great way for you to quickly pull up a client profile. So just keep in mind, I'm going to be highlighting different things of Ask Integrity today, but tell me about my client, give me a call summary. So instead of going to my contacts and finding my client, I can ask my Ask Integrity to tell me about a client. Asking, what client do you want to know about? Let's see what it knows about me, Anna Patrick. And then it's going to give me a full summary of my particular client once I ask it to. Being able to summarize what plans they're on, their date of birth, what my last activities were there. So Anna Patrick is 66 years old. I know I look great for my age. Born January 1st, 1958, lives in Omaha, Nebraska. That one is true. Anna has one provider, 3 prescription drugs. She receives her medications from Walgreens. Really summarizing your last activity. If you have any overdue reminders, your most recent call with Anna was on February 29th. Would you like a full call summary? Absolutely. Give me that call summary. I don't have time to download it and listen to it and then take notes. That was a 45-minute conversation, you know? So again, this is not a 45-minute conversation that I had with myself here, but it would be able to summarize that particular call for you, give you the reason for the call, what you said you were going to do as your next steps. So really incredible opportunity, and then being able to view a transcript of that call if you need to. So Ask Integrity is always going to summarize your most recent call. One thing that I think a lot of agents took advantage on the Medicare Advantage side is when their calls had to be recorded. And I know it was a burden on a lot of agents, but so many agents utilize that to get better at their sales process. So I think it's so powerful that all of your real-time call campaigns that you set up in Lead Center transfer into your unlinked calls. That way you can always listen to that lead call and see how you can get better at that. I think if we are continuing to grow and continuing to get better, we have to reevaluate our processes and what's working and what's not, and having that call recorded is a great start for that. And maybe being able to work with your Integrity uplines on, hey, here's my call. How can I get better at this? That is what your Integrity upline is for, to be able to help you. So always reach out to them too, to learn ways so that you can improve your sales processes. So I want to go into our contacts page, and there's a couple of things I really want to highlight here for you. Again, that's really goes through what we are doing to not only streamline the process of managing your clients, but also being able to provide you an opportunity to sell more and to retain our clients. So some powerful tools that I want to show here within your contacts. Before we do, just always, you can search for a contact over here on the left-hand side. You can always see what stage your contact is in. We automatically update your stages based upon your activity in the system, but you can always move your clients around in stages. You can see what tags you have associated with them, and I'm going to get to tags here in a second. The life and health icons illuminate based upon the policies that you have brought in from policy management. So you can see if they have a life policy with you or a health policy. And then these 3 dots over here on the right are just a quick and easy way to get into a contact's profile. Just
Hey, Colette.
So like if we haven't sold life and we want to start cross-selling and do life, how do we activate those selling permissions on that? So do you have to sell the policy first before it'll activate, or is there a way to go do that?
Well, okay, so sorry. Tell me your question again. I
So
don't think I understood that.
yeah, so like I've asked about like selling a lot, getting certified or whatever you have to do to go do life, right? To get activated with certain life policies and companies, you know, like the carriers. So you have to sell a policy first with them to get activated, right?
Oh, yes, I see what you're saying. Yeah.
Yeah. So would that automatically go in here, or is there a way to, because how would that be turned on to quote it if you don't have an active selling permission in here yet? Does that make sense?
Yes, that does. Let me write that down, and then I'll go in and I'll double check, because I don't know how that would work exactly. I'm assuming that once that's available and they can see that, then they can have it. But I see what you're saying though, how it would be hard to do it. So let me get back to you on that. And then anyone else who wants to know that answer as well, just put a little chat or whatever, or raise your hand or anything like that. And then I can make sure to send that out to all of you.
Thanks.
Thanks.
start a quote, to connect, or add a reminder. What's really cool about the connect icon is you can instantly start that call recording process. You can send them an email, so it opens up your Outlook or whatever email system you have on your computer. You can view your call scripts. This is another incredible way that Integrity is helping you stay compliant. So when you are prompting a call on the system, it will automatically pull up your call script. And just let me tell you how this works. So especially for my Medicare agents, we will insert in the number of organizations and the products that you offer based upon your active selling permissions. So again, we're trying to take all that heavy lifting off of your end and making sure that when you are utilizing the system, you're utilizing it compliantly and being able to provide you that call script. So this call script is unique to you with your active selling permissions, your organizations, and your client zip code. So as long as you have that client zip code in the system, our system is going to be able to prompt that for you. And then on the life side, we do have the FCC call script that this call is being recorded for quality assurance or training purposes. So again, providing you those resources, that way you don't have to really figure out how many products do I offer in that zip code? How many organizations in that zip code? Because I know it varies, right? It varies how these Medicare Advantage plans and where they're being offered at. And then quickly being able to launch your scope of appointment right here from that connect option. But I want to talk to you guys about tags. Tags are an incredible way for you to really filter out your contacts, but also being able to figure out next steps with your clients. So you can always tag your clients based upon what product that they're on. So whether they're a Med Sup, an MA, MAPD, Life, Final Expense, you can always tag them. That way you can filter out your clients based upon what products that they're on with you. Our system will also tag your SOA activity. So as you send a scope, as a scope is signed, we are tagging that for you. This is going to be your most valuable tool. I think I say most valuable a lot, but there's so many valuable components of this. Having your SOA sent and signed and being able to see what clients you did send one to, which clients have sent them, and easily being able to track that with these particular tags. your campaigns. So as you are receiving leads from lead center campaigns, so your real-time data leads, your real-time call campaigns, your plan enroll leads, those automatically are tagged in the system. So if you did have some data leads for the day and you want to go start working those data leads, you can easily find them in the system. Ask integrity recommendations. So remember in the very beginning where I say there are things that our platform is doing that other platforms cannot do. Ask integrity recommendations is one of them. And I tell agents, if you are fully embracing the system, our system's going to help you sell more. And here's how. So for my Medicare Advantage agents, if you do the enrollment in the system, so you're submitting that application here within the integrity platform, our system is going to provide you clients that have a high cross-sell opportunity. So we're going to look at that plan that you just enrolled them in and their Medicare Advantage plan benefits. And we're going to say, ooh, this plan has a really high inpatient hospital stay. We recommend you talking to them about hospital indemnity. Maybe it's a cancer plan, maybe it's short-term care. We're going to automatically flag those opportunities for you. That way, not only does it help you better serve your clients and make sure that they are fully covered, but the more policies that your client has with you, the better your retention is going to be as well. So we're providing you those opportunities to help you. Another incredible ask integrity recommendations is switchers. We're all very concerned about our clients switching Medicare Advantage plans. One of our incredible partners, Deaf Research, does a switcher study every year, and we can utilize that data from their switcher study and flag your clients that have a high switcher rate. That way, come AEP, you can come in here and you can filter out your clients that we feel like, hey, maybe you should contact these people first. They have a high switcher rate. We want to prevent them from being connected with another agent or calling into a call center or dialing the numbers on those TV commercials, right? We want to help you retain them. And this is how we do that for you. We can also identify clients that are in special enrollment periods. So we will help you sell more. We will help you retain. We will help you cross-sell. But in order for us to help you, you have to submit the app in the system. So that's fully embracing the technology. And then the other tags. So you can create 10 custom tags however you see fit, whatever is going to be the most effective way for you to stay organized in the system, whether you want to organize your leads a certain way, your carriers. We're going to be adding some really incredible enhancements to our tags and our contact management down the road. I know that has been a strong initiative for our product development team. So we will be enhancing tags, but I really want you to fully embrace how you can better manage your clients and utilize that ask integrity recommendations. So another thing I want to kind of highlight for you, I'm going to go into and filter my contacts based upon contacts that are new, and I'm going to hit apply. So I'm going to kind of walk you through some different things that you may be able to really fully embrace the particular system. So I added a contact in here earlier. I'm going to find him. His name's John Doe. I'm going to search for John Doe. We have a lot of Johns in the system. Let me find him. Oops, I have a filter tag and that's why he's not coming up. Let's reset this. So there's a couple of things I really want to show you on the platform. So let me just try to search him again here. If not, I know where he is at. Here we go. Okay. So I'm going to get into John Doe's profile here. I just want to kind of show you a couple of things that you can do from this particular page, and then how Ask Integrity Specialist recommendation is going to work. So within a contact profile, you'll always have their overview section where you can see what stage they're in. You can see your product tags. You can update any of their contact details over here on the left-hand side. You'll able to add your reminders, your activities, as well as client notes. One thing that I really want to highlight here for you is Legacy Safeguard. Legacy Safeguard is a free opportunity that we are providing to our agents. It is a service that you can provide to your clients on really setting up them leaving a lasting legacy. So when they essentially have a system in place for when they do pass away, so really helping them plan for their funeral, what type of funeral do they want to have, who do they, what type of casket, what do they want to be buried in? All those different things that really allows their family members to not have to make those really tough decisions when a loved one has passed away. So our Legacy Safeguard, it's a free opportunity for you. You can sign up for an account and really go through full training on that. But that is a great segue into a final expense policy, whether talking about Legacy Safeguard before or after a final expense sale. But there's really great opportunity for you to really have something set up for your clients. So when they do pass away, all of their family members know what all the next steps should be. Something that's really powerful about that is just having those meaningful conversations with your clients too. Helps you get to know your clients a little bit better, but having something kind of in place that really shows that you care and value, and this is free for you to do. One thing that I learned when we were going through a Legacy Safeguard is my mother. She wants to be buried in her pajamas. That's something I would not have known if I didn't go through those proper steps with her. So that is really cool to be able to offer to your clients. So you may see this Legacy Safeguard opportunity there. You'll probably be hearing more about Legacy Safeguard from your Integrity FMOs or uplines in the near future too. You also have, I mentioned, activities. Anything that you do in the system, it's automatically going to log those activities for you, and then you can click on each particular activity and add additional notes or view what you have done in the system. So really great options here. Health profile. This is where you are going to want to spend time getting in health information, provider information, prescription drug and pharmacy information, as well as your client's health conditions. So this is one kind of piece of the puzzle I want to explain to you here is with your Plan Enroll personalized agent website, your clients can create their own profile. And when they create their own profile, it will fill in all these blanks for you. So let's say you set up a client profile, and you are needing your client's providers, prescriptions, pharmacy, and conditions. If they create a Plan Enroll account, it will automatically populate those items in here. Or vice versa, maybe you went through and you filled out providers, prescriptions, pharmacy, and conditions with your client, and then they go and they create a Plan Enroll account. All of that information will populate in their account for them. That way, next AEP, you can quickly have your client update their prescription drugs, update their pharmacy, update their providers. That will speed up your enrollment meeting, your AEP meeting with them. So I always have agents that ask me, is there a link my clients can go to or that I can send them and they can enter in their own information or update it? Yes, there is, and you do it through your Plan Enroll personalized agent website. So you all have access to that Plan Enroll site. It is available to you in your account information, and I'll highlight that here for you in 1 second. But that's one piece that I really wanted to highlight here for you on how the systems do work together. So that is an opportunity for you here. Now, one thing I mentioned about the Ask Integrity is the specialist recommendation. And I really want to show you and highlight for you how that works, because until you see it, you really don't know the capabilities of it. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to add some information for my particular client. I'm going to enter in their zip code. If you previously had a zip code loaded into the system, it would pre-populate for you. And then I am going to enter in their primary care doctor. All I have to do is start by typing in that doctor's name, and it's going to start populating options for me as I start typing. What's really great about adding providers is that you can also search based upon specialist. So if you're looking for a cardiologist, if you're looking for an endocrinologist, a primary care, family medicine, nurse practitioner, you could type that in and it's going to populate providers for you. Or again, being able just to locate that particular nurse practitioner in this sense. Now with this, you can select multiple locations, because one thing that we have found that a lot of reasons why clients end up switching come AEP is that they end up not having their provider that they wanted in network. And it could have been a misquote by the agent. So we know that these particular providers are only in network at certain locations. So we are able to provide you an opportunity to select multiple locations to see which location your client can go see their provider at. So that has been a powerful enhancement that is really providing you a great experience with your client too, being able to say, hey, John, Mr. Doe, you have a few different locations that you could see your provider at, or explaining to them ahead of time, hey, your provider is at 3 locations. This is the only location that you are able to see your provider at to be in network. So being able to explain them is a huge value add as you, the agent. You also can enter in their prescription drugs. So I'm going to enter in a few prescription drugs here. One is going to be high blood pressure. You can enter in the brand name. And if you do enter in the brand name, we will automatically show you the generic version, just in case maybe that brand name is not covered and you need to come into the system and see if the generic is. And then I'm going to add one more just to really show you the capabilities here. I'm going to go ahead and enter in hypothyroid medication. Oops. Okay. Selecting that, it's a generic, as you can see already, dosage, quantity, frequency, add. Okay, so what Ask Integrity Specialist recommendation is going to do is when you go and run a quote, watch how this works. Making sure we have the zip code for the client. Our specialty recommendation is going to pop up for us. So it's saying here, based upon your client's medications, they may see a specialist in addition to the primary care physician. Would you like to review Don Joe's providers? So as you are talking to John, he may just think, yeah, my provider or my family medicine doctor, my general doctor is so-and-so. But you know what? He also sees a specialist because he's on a high blood pressure medication. Maybe he sees a cardiologist or he sees an endocrinologist for his hypothyroidism. So he may kind of forget to tell you that. So when you are entering the information, the system's going to flag you and say, okay, we know that the prescription drugs that you entered are likely recommended or prescribed by a specialist. So we can go in and we can confirm with John. So we are again making sure that you, the agent, has a complete profile, but we're also setting you up for future conversations because John could say, no, I don't see a specialist. The only doctor I've ever seen, this doctor, yes, prescribes those medications to me. Great, I'm so happy you don't have to see a cardiologist or an endocrinologist. But in case you do this year, is there a specialty doctor that we want to make sure is in network? Or I want to provide you with some doctors ahead of time that I know is going to be a network for you. So this is you really setting that tone and that experience with your client that you are in their best interest. You are looking out for them. So we can come in here and we can review the providers. And this is going to tell us the exact particular specialty for each of those prescription drugs that we entered. So maybe we do want to try to look for a cardiologist for your high blood pressure. We can then come in here and we can search for our providers. We can then search based upon cardiologists, like who's the closest cardiologist to my zip code. Those are all things that you can do here by adding those providers. But that's how the specialist recommendation is going to work. It's going to make sure that you have a complete profile. So just a couple of things I really want to kind of point out before we kind of get moving on is that you're going to be able to quote the companies that you are contracted with, ready to sell. You always set that up in your account and your selling permissions. Within this particular system, you are able to see which prescription drugs are covered. So you can quickly at a glance see that information, if their providers are covered or not. So really great ways to really make sure that you have an accurate quote here. You can send comparisons, you can do an enrollment either in person or send the application to your client to sign. So we have a lot of great capabilities here for the Medicare Advantage and PDP. I'm gonna leave all of that particular training to a separate training, but just keep in mind you have a lot of capabilities for quoting here. If I would go back to John's profile, kind of go back. If I also wanted to start a quote for final expense, I can do that right from John's profile here. And there's some really great information that you can store into the system too, to have an accurate final expense quote. So you can always enter in that height, weight, gender, date of birth, tobacco use. And all of this, since I did not have it previously entered, now that I have it entered, it will now store in John's profile for me. That way I don't have to duplicate a lot of the steps that I am taking. For the final expense, you can also enter in health conditions, and we will take a look at those carriers' knockout health conditions based upon their date of last treatment. And we will just show you plans that your client may be eligible for. So really an incredible way for us helping you with your plan selection, helping you do a lot of the underwriting up front, and really showing you results based upon the best benefit at the best price. But keep in mind, you are able to do different adjustments on here, like coverage amounts, quote by monthly premium, change your coverage types over here as well. But those are the kind of the two products that you can quote initially here within the Integrity Suite, Medicare Advantage prescription drug plans, your final expense, and then for your ancillary products like dental, hospital indemnity, and then Medicare supplements, you would use that CSG app for. So a lot of great opportunities here for you, and whether you are looking to expand your Medicare into health, into life, you have some really great opportunities with that. I want to quickly highlight here for you your Plan Enroll personalized agent website, because I mentioned to you guys a lot of different ways that you can link that with your particular Integrity account. So in your account information here, you all have your own call recording phone numbers. So I always tell agents the benefits of using the Integrity technology is we're going to provide a lot of things free for you. A free call recording system. So when I talk to agents that are when I'm out at events, they're telling me how much they're paying, and I'm like, you know, you get that for free, right? Okay, you can use that other money to go buy your Starbucks coffee every single morning if you would rather do that now. But this is a free opportunity for you to utilize our call recording platform. All of those calls are being recorded and stored on our platform. And then we also offer your own personalized agent website. This is an incredible opportunity for you to connect with consumers. Again, providing that better client experience that so many of you said that you wanted to be able to do here. So we can copy that link and we can paste that link into a new tab. And just keep in mind, everything on your Plan Enroll site is going to be unique to you. So it will have your NPN and information, your email, your call recording phone number. It will have the products that you represent when they go and they run a quote for Medicare or final expense. And then over here on the right-hand side is when your client signs up for a Plan Enroll account. As long as they have the same first name, the same last name, and email address that you have for them in the system, it will then link the profiles together. So any of those prescription drugs that you entered will automatically show in their account or vice versa. So this is a great opportunity for you to always have your clients be able to update their information or run their quotes. And if they do run a quote on your particular site, you will get credit for that sale. If they submit a Medicare Advantage application, they can run final expense quotes, they just won't be able to do an application in the system. Again, and then as I mentioned, we do have our direct to consumer website, just planenroll.com, that individuals can go and they can shop for plans as well as look for an agent in their area. So I'm going to quickly show you guys all how that works, because I think becoming a Plan Enroll network agent is an incredible opportunity for you to get leads as well. And you can always set up those campaigns within Lead Center. So our national website, planenroll.com, we actively drive traffic to here. So a consumer can learn about the different options, they can quote plans, but they can find an agent. And if they're looking to find a Medicare agent or a final expense agent, they can click on either of those and they can enter in their zip code. And now we're going to populate all of you that have gone through our Plan Enroll Network Agent Training Program, that have set up those Plan Enroll call campaigns within Lead Center. So then now you are listed as an agent on our national website. And consumers can contact you directly. And if somebody contacts you directly through this agent map, that is a free lead for you. So if they request a callback, they would fill out a form. And when they fill out a form, that becomes a Plan Enroll lead on your dashboard where I showed you those Plan Enroll leads. If they call you, it will populate your Medicare Center, Life Center call recording phone number. That way that phone call is routed to you and that lead call is stored within your Integrity platform. So all of this is linking together as you can kind of put the pieces together, right? So if you want to be listed as a preferred agent on this site, all you need to do is go into our Lead Center platform and set up that real-time lead campaign. That way you are considered a preferred agent, as well as if a consumer calls into our 800 number or they submit a lead form on our particular website, we are able to send that information to you as long as you set up a Plan Enroll campaign in Lead Center. So Lead Center.
Okay, so we're kind of coming on to the, top of the hour. So I just wanted to open up for any questions and, let anyone go if they need to go, because I know it's 11 o'clock. But that's just kind of an overview. With all of those things, I know that's a lot to kind of take in all at once. So like I said before, if you go to our stonehillmedicare.com website, we do have some kind of smaller, shorter videos that kind of go into how to use certain parts of Medicare Center and how to kind of just get a little bit of like a kind of smaller, shorter idea of, okay, this is how I do it. This is how to get it figured out and how to get it started, so that you don't have to get kind of too overwhelmed by it. But you're always welcome to call us at any time. They also, their support is great, but we are also welcome to help you, or happy to help you in any way. So yeah, that's kind of the gist. Again, I'll just kind of go over what we talked about. So we talked about Medicare Center. We talked about Life Center, the mobile app she talked about for just a moment, Lead Center, Plan Enroll, and then the Ask Integrity. And all of those things kind of go hand in hand together. They work together. So if you do utilize this, it will help you to kind of keep your business all and your clients all, squared away and all in one little spot. And I think that it would be really helpful and really useful. So
can I go ahead, Gene?
Yeah, I was just wondering, I only heard her talk about final expense. Is that the only life product that you're currently working with?
I don't believe so. I believe they have other types of life, but I will have to verify that.
All right.
So let me just quickly synopsize and use some words that she didn't use here as to talk about this. And these are sort of the 30,000 foot view of things that are going on here. She didn't talk about the chain of enrollment, which is what this administration is checking for. This system that they set up, this combination of applications, actually tracks the entire chain of enrollment so that if you get a complaint lodged against you, you actually have the documentation that you need in order to take care of that. My second point, this year I have not had, last year I had all sorts of complaints that I had to work with after the first of the year. People had called into CMS and complained. They have not done that this year. I have not yet had one complaint lodged against an agent this year. And I'm attributing that to some of these tools that we have right now. My third point, you're seeing artificial intelligence integrated into this system. Artificial intelligence is going to change the lives of everyone. And I believe that you need to learn how to become comfortable with it, see how it's going to reduce your costs, increase your efficiency, make you look like a smarter and better person than you have been in the past. So please pay attention to the artificial intelligence. There's going to be a lot more capabilities coming out. They're going to be both beneficial and disruptive to your life as a Medicare agent. I just had my fourth point and I've lost it. Anyway, thank you very much for coming.